Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Day to Day, the podcast where we explore the joys and challenges of everyday life. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. Whether it's personal growth, navigating relationships, or just tackling the chaos of the day, we're here to talk about it all and hopefully help you along the way.
So grab your coffee, tea, or whatever keeps you going.
And let's dive into today's episode. Have you ever felt a kind of fear or unease around people who seem too socialized, if you will?
Socialized like they're too smooth in dealing with social situations?
Exactly. I stumbled upon a discussion on this topic recently. It seems that some people feel anxious around those who are adept at navigating social nuances and practices, almost like they're too slick or self-serving.
Oh, I get it. Kind of like those people who know exactly what to say in any situation. But isn't socialization just a natural part of becoming a functional adult?
True, but the conversation was really about the negative connotations that socialization seems to have taken on. When people equate it with losing one's individuality or becoming overly pragmatic.
I see. So it's more about the fear of becoming an ideal social being at the expense of one's true self.
Right? Some feel that being too socialized means sacrificing authenticity for social acceptance or personal gain.
So it's like when someone becomes a bit too good at playing the social game, they might seem manipulative or inauthentic to others.
Exactly. And it taps into the fear that in doing so, we might lose touch with our genuine selves and
But
values.
isn't there also a positive side to being socially adept, like cooperation and understanding different perspectives?
That's what makes the conversation so fascinating. Socialization is crucial for survival and community building. It's how we learn to communicate effectively and develop empathy.
Right. Without socialization, we might struggle to navigate basic interactions or form meaningful connections.
Precisely. There's this duality where one needs to balance self-awareness with the ability to fit into societal structures.
So maybe the key lies in maintaining one's individuality while also engaging with society's demands effectively.
Yes, and understanding that it's more about applying social skills rather than losing oneself to them.
But where does one draw the line? How do we know when we're too entrenched in societal norms at the cost of personal identity?
Good question. It probably varies for each person. Some might begin to feel uncomfortable or notice a lack of genuine personal connections.
It's interesting how reflecting on such concerns can itself be an act of social cognition. We're analyzing how we fit into the social puzzle.
And it's through conversations like these that we develop a better understanding of our place in the world.
Well, as cliche as it sounds, life really is about balance. Embrace the social environment without losing sight of what makes you, you.
Totally agree. So maybe next time we feel uneasy around someone who's too socialized, we can reflect on what that says about us too.
Yeah, it's less about them and more about our perception, right?
Exactly. And maybe it's time we appreciate how society helps shape us in ways big and small for the better.
All right, so listeners, think about the ways socialization has benefited you and where it's challenged you. Let's embrace the good without fear of losing our uniqueness.
And perhaps in doing so, we find our enhanced selves, ready to meet the world with both authenticity and social finesse.
A thoughtful note to wrap up on. It's been a great chat.
Absolutely. Thanks for a wonderful conversation. See you next time, folks.
Goodbye, and keep being wonderfully you in a wonderfully social world.